Alrighty, so I'm going to take a little tour of Vintage to start off this year. And I've been playing a lot of just kind of like silly decks where I take good established decks and take the good cards out, put other cards in. It's been fun. I've lost a lot of tickets just goobing around, so I'm going to take a sampling of some of the top decks in the current Vintage metagame, and I plan to basically just try them all out. I want to see, I want to get better and more well-rounded of a player, instead of just being good with like dredge and unoptimized, unoptimized meta decks, I guess I'd call it. That's what I've been doing recently. But so first on my list is Lurrus Breach. I've always been a big fan of the Grixis colors. This was the first deck that I had considered when I got into Vintage, but I originally shied away from it because when starting a new format, I don't usually like to pick like super interactive decks without knowing like how all the decks work and everything. It's just not a good idea. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna take this through a league. Just test driving Lurrus Breach. I've got a few reps in with other Breach decks, not running Lurrus. So it's not like I'm a complete Underworld Breach virgin, but you Breach regulars out there will definitely catch me making plenty of mistakes, I'm sure. If you do, please let me know in the comments. Alright, and I'll see you guys into round one. Okay, here I go into round one, and I already got the die roll. That's a great way to start. Up against Ya Britain. Oh, I get to pick my kitty. Better pop this sucker out so I remember it's there. Black Lotus in my hand. This is not a win because I don't have a way to get black mana, red mana, and blue mana. I am going to keep it though, because if they do try and counter my mana rocks, then I can get I can counter it back. My opponent did not reveal a Lurrus. They are mulliganing on their own. Mana Crypt good. Black Lotus good. Let's get some black mana in the pool. I think Tolarian Academy will be good here, or does it really matter? I should get Tolarian. Hopefully this doesn't just get wastelanded into oblivion. Hit it with a Time Walk. And go to my turn. So here I could island cycle. And then merchant for ancestral. Get a little restock going on there. Ancient Tomb Pass. Okay. I can dig it. Alright, got my auto yield already set up. Tails did fail. Okay. I don't assume they're going to be a blue deck, so I don't think this Pyroblast is going to be good. I have a Flusterstorm if I'm wrong. Mana Drain Lotus Petal looks like it'll help me hold down the fort. I can buy Lurrus and still use Lotus Petal for interaction. So I'm going to do that. I don't want to use it because I still can't currently cast Lurrus. So I'd like to use the Lotus Petal to be able to even cast the Lurrus, but... Hey, it looks like I got a viewer. How you doing over there? Welcome to the party here. I am... maybe about to get Glaring Flesh Rakered. I can bounce it if they cast a top here. Okay, I don't think I'm going to bounce it yet. I've got plenty of interaction for the top itself. Nothing I want to do. End of turn. Go to my turn. Ouch, again. Gifts ungiven. Well, I have a hand of counters, so I will go into their turn and hopefully just counter everything that they play, and then have a Gifts Ungiven and win. That's my goal. That's my... Was that a nice 3-drop, huh? Well, this is about as good of a mana drain target as I'm gonna get. So I'll take it. See if they're gonna cast spells or if they're gonna drain the pool. I might Chain of Vapor the Raker, because there's nothing that I would be worried about them sacking a land and getting me back with. So they'll have the 3 mana available, so I need to actually Force of Negation this. Raker's not going to have an instant or sorcery for me. Okay, they're paying some life there, it looked like. Oh, from the thing there. So this seems like a great time to Chain of Vapor here. And then I am going to Pyroblast, because this is blue right now. And I don't want them getting more mana. It helps if I tap for the right color. Get it while the getting's blue. Do I want to end of turn gifts ungiven? I think I do. Alright, so this is the fun stuff I was hoping I'd be able to do, is making these gifts piles. I always feel like I lost as soon as an opponent casts gifts ungiven. Okay, so how does this work? I know I want the breach and the brain freeze. Breach, brain freeze. I don't have like no tutors or nothing. Okay, so these are the ones that they're likely going to want to put in my graveyard. Which means I probably want like a jet and a pearl, because that'll just help me cast Lurrus and breach. Not that I need much help, but it's just kind of what I got. I don't expect them to have any counters. Okay, gonna untap, tails, ouch. Oh, I got a bunch of mana here, yay. Alrighty, and that's cast Lurrus, cast breach, do the brain freeze, and that's a win. Scoreboard, going on to game 2. And see, I'm up against Raker, so this could be good to just deal with the Raker. Consign is great. I will be on the draw though, so I do want to make sure that I have 0 mana interaction. The Pyroblast wasn't great, but could be good. Does Raker combo play that shapeshifter thing? That blue spell I Pyroblasted. I'm pretty sure that is a jewel card exclusively. That might be overboarding, but I mean, I got a lot of artifact stuff in this. Maybe I don't need the Unable to Screams and the Pyroblasts. Let's see what I have to take out. I don't think I'm going to need my basics. Soul Guide ain't it. Pyroblast was really narrow. If I'm wrong and they just like jewel me out, then at least I have a game 3 that I can bring them back in. A Braid is good. I don't think the trainer is good here. There's my merchant scroll. Oh yeah, I did use it at the beginning of the thing. And I don't think that there's going to be enough time to be digging. Let's go with that. Alright. Lurrus revealed. Well, I have the force that I don't want to pitch, but I can if it means that I'm going to lose otherwise. I will keep. God. I think I do want to force this. If they just follow up with a key, then I can... No, I can't do shenanigans before they got untap their Grim. It's a top. Alright, let's see if I get a Mox so that I can at least take out the Grim Monolith. I did not get a Mox. So I'm going to get Underground Sea here. And just play out my Soul Ring. See what the next turn brings us. A Scrawly Crawly. Okay, so they're like the aggro raker. Or they at least have Crawly package. Okay, they wanted the Mox off the top of their deck. Here comes the Owl. And it's another damn land. I'm a little flooded right now. I could Demonic for Lotus. Let's see. What do I got right now that'll help? I will cast Shenanigans. Yeah, let's go get that Lotus. And I can wait to bring Lurrus into my hand. I don't just gotta like jump the shark right now. They could exile my Black Lotus on their turn or something if I get a little too carried away. Alright, they are raking my flesh. One top. Show me the second, and you're a wiener. Let's get some auto yields going on. Alright, they're digging for a top. Okay, they're drawing a card. Patches. Patches O'Hoolahans. And do I want to destroy Patches before it gets bigger? With my shenanigans? I would kind of like to just see what else I can get from the top of my deck. A Mox Jet. Okay, let's... Ah, Mind Break trapping that. Well, no more dredging. That can go into my graveyard. Oh, I can still dredge, just no more, You know, I should have left the Max Smog Sapphire on top. Alright, I'm gonna do some more auto yielding. I'm gonna do a little more digging again. Alright, they wanted to play their Mox. Alright, I'll take this hit. Playing Dredge over here. Alright, any minute now my opponent's going to pass priority. Then the shenanigans will ensue. Alright, shenanigans times. A merchant scroll to the graveyard. Yeah, that's calm. Okay, then I'm going to cast this because why not? And then I'll offer to trade with their boy there. Yeah, you can chump block every turn. That's but then I don't gain the life. Yeah, duh. See what I mean? I don't really have the Lurrus chops. That was a very basic maneuver, though. I should have known. Oops. There's the top. Then he's gonna go digging. Okay, then we're gonna draw. If it's another top, oh, it's the key. That's fine. Yeah, I deserve that hit. They already kind of have all the mana, so I'm not really worried about destroying their Grim Monolith. So I'm just going to take a draw. And now I can force the top at least. Alright, there goes their card selection. And consistent source of mana there. Okay, I have to dredge the shenanigans. Because I have to destroy the key. Okay, Lurrus, you're on defense. And I will take a real draw. I don't want to destroy any of their mana. I want cards. if I knew it'd be a permanent that I can play. Oh, I'm flooded so bad right now. Okay, well, I will wait for my opponent to pass priority. They're probably double queuing or something. Although it looks like I'm taking up a lot more time than they are. Okay. They don't want to play whatever they drew. What would they draw and not want to play? Ancient Tomb? I think at this point, I just want to fill my graveyard for when Underworld Breach comes around. Tezzeret's a win. Okay, so they're the Raker aggro. So the unable to screams will be nice. The Flusterstorms are bad. They should not have still been in there. Other than that, I think I'm alright. Alrighty, so it does look like so stock ups is like the main card advantage in this deck. I don't have anything like PO to constantly be regaining cards, so maybe I need to treat the cards in this deck with a little more care than I would when I'm playing PO. Because you don't have like the Thunder Trap into stock up into PO. I do enjoy Game 3 being on the play a lot more. I've got some force action, slow land, mana crypt that can wait, a redraw. I'm going to try this. I need red mana. Let's see here. They kept 7. Could I see which 7 and John Volcanic Island, please? That'll actually work. Okay, so they... Oh my god. Alright. Well, I definitely see where the pinch point is here. It's mana, so it'll go on top. I'll cast you now. And then on their turn, I just force the Lotus. Well, we both... Oh, okay. So it is still going to be a game. I will... This one's fine. I guess the thing that I want to force now would be the Tez. Because I don't really care if he goes like Black Lotus and plays everything else in his hand. Literally everything else is fine, right? Yeah, I mean everything else is fine. The Scrawly Crawly will help me Scrawly Crawly will help me draw cards. Yep, go ahead, play your whole hand. I took the good parts out of it. Okay, so I think I want to remove their key to choke their mana. You got a wastes in there? A mana drain. Well, that's not too good this turn. I will just hold my artifacts. I don't want to take the coin flip. I won't have any colorless spells that I could play. Okay, so I need one more blue mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take my beats. That's very good. Got the Mind Break trap. Nope. So I don't want a Black Lotus in there. Oh, I didn't have my Lurrus out. I forgot about that this whole time. That's what I get. Let's do Black Lotus, Demonic Tutor, Underworld Breach, because I want them to put that in the graveyard. And they likely will. And then a Brain Freeze. Okay, that's kind of exactly what I was hoping for here. Okay. And so I always want to keep a supply of blue available. Okay, and that's a win. Yay, that was a long 40-minute match, but I got there. Alright, that's a good start to this league. I'll see you guys at match 2. We're 1-0 going into match 2, and I am up against Almana 3. And I'm on the play again. I like that. Got my kitty. Pop my kitty out so I remember. My opponent doesn't have a kitty. This hand has Brainstorm into... This one land is kind of tough, but I am a 12 land deck. I'm gonna have to keep this, I think. I've got 2 spells where I could do some digging. I wouldn't mind putting back at least one of these until I need it. But with this merchant here, I am pretty close to going off. Alright, let's storm the brain. Ah, goodness. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Okay. So I'll just put back the breeches. And hopefully I get a turn 2 where I can at least like hold up mana drain. Let's get the graveyards over at the side here so it's easier to see. They are leading on a Mox. Okay. That can be tough, but not unbeatable here. I can take a beating, hold up this mana drain. Sensei's Divining Top is interesting there. I am going to drain the trainer. They'll have to force this. Okay. So let's, oh, I can't do that. I guess, yeah. Let's draw some cards. Okay. Go ahead and get the island cycle going. Grab my brain freeze. A Esper deck that does not contain Lurrus, but has Thunder Trap, so I'm looking at Esper PO for sure. I'll take my beats. I'd have a win if it wasn't for Lavinia causing my Lotus pedal to not work. So they're gonna make a dude. And then they're gonna make another dude. And then they're gonna tutor for something. Oh. How do I remove this crap? Okay. Okay, the key. I think I take my beats now. Yeah, I probably should have waited on that. So they're gonna do the extra, draw an extra card trick there. Okay. Okay. Well, right here, I guess I'm just gonna go for more mana. Time to draw some cards. Well, shit. I don't know what's supposed to grab out of here. This is not looking too good for me here. Yeah, they've got me. Okay, so it's like Esper PO stuff. Unable to scream is going to be good against that one lady. Brotherhood's End could be good. So I like these 5. I don't need the islands. I don't need the soul guide. They need the soul guide. I don't really want this Brotherhood's End. I think Shenanigans and a Braid will help just to kind of winnow down their artifacts. The forces and stuff would be good. Maybe just one stock up. I can't keep this hand because it loses to force. this hand is much more acceptable. I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to put back the volcanic. I'm just going to go grab it. Okay. So I will actually surveil land, end of turn. Hopefully I don't have to force a negation anything turn 1. I don't think I will. Okay. That's pretty good. This person's in the kitchen, and I'm loving what I'm enjoying the smell of what they are cooking. A braid. Yeah. Grab my braid. Just gotta wait for permission from my opponent to draw my card. Alright. And before they're able to untap, I am just gonna go for the get rid of this thing. I don't want to take the 3 damage a turn. That puts me at a 6-turn clock. A little bit of breathing room would be nice. So this is a cool take, the Voice of Victory and Lavinia to back up your combo. It kind of makes your opponent have to run removal still, while they're also trying to bring an interaction for your combo, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Stock up. You can stock up. I need to remember I got this companion. Okay. Righteous, my turn. Now, if they want to force my stock up, they've got to spend 2 cards to do it. Cast that first. Stocking up. Okay, what do I get here? Yeah, I guess just Flusterstorm and Pyroblast. Now I have all the interaction. They're over there full gripping. Alright, they suddenly have all the mana in the world. Plus 3 mana from the beginning of the turn. What are they going to do with it? They don't have white available to them. A demonic tutor. Yeah, go ahead. You get that demonic tutor. Hopefully that pause makes him wait. Oh, Noodle's here. Tinka. So they likely have Flusterstorm back. So what I'll do is I'll force pitching Fluster, and then when they Flusterstorm me, then I can Pyroblast their Tinker. Okay, they're on to me. Okay. Cool. I was able to play around there. You know, sort of halfway bluff of holding up Fluster. Let's just hold up Pyro. I'll be able to start cycling breaches. Okay, so they're on that one ring build. They're taking a while to pass priority after gaining protection. Yeah. Well, I can hide this little companion box now. Really in the tank about this protection. Okay. I'm playing a land, drawing a card. Okay. So there's another land. Okay, now I can at least start getting in. Alright. Pass and turn. That's good. Um, I want some more red here. A ruby, cool. So let's see here. If I go breach, I'll have 4 mana to play with. I could stock up. Force of negation. So I do definitely want to counter this one. At least attempt to. Okay. Mystical dispute. Yep. Yes. Yes, I will. Okay. Alright, well, I will F6 through this turn because my clock's running a little low. First 2 matches have been going kind of long here. So they're likely going to be able to manufacture a win right here because they can go get what they need. Draw it with the One Ring plus some other shit. So I just kind of want to see some more of their deck. I have a good idea of what they've got. Okay, so it looks like they're going for the Urza Saga beat plan. Okay, they've got me. Oh, I didn't realize that was the full match. Okay, well, that was match 2, guys. And we will see you guys in the next one. Okay, round 3, 1-1. My opponent is David Who, and this time they get to go first. I will be showing off my kitty. They will show off their kitty as well. Okay, kitty boar. See, like hands like this, I guess it's keepable. I have 2 lands, a way to cycle for more lands. I just don't really have the reps, and just like this hand is kind of clunky. But if my opponent's leading with a tap land go, I don't mind a little clunk. So this is either traditional Lurrus Frog or Doomsday. I'll have to wait for more evidence to find out. Okay. That makes things interesting. Island Lotus Lurrus isn't giving away a whole lot either. I could have brainstormed there, but it'd be nice to shuffle away some of the clunk. A psychic frog. Well, I'm not digging anytime soon, so I will attempt to force this. Okay, so let's get the brainstorm. Okay, these are good cards. You don't want to mind break trap a box sapphire, do you? I'm gonna wait here for a minute while my opponent decides. Okay, they let it resolve. Okay, yeah, I like that. Then I can try, like, maybe merchant for ancestral, and then gifts. Or should I just gifts end a turn now? Let's go for it. Okay, they got rid of 2 forces. Should be able to merchant for ancestral just fine right here. Okay, I did not get hit by force of negation, so that's good. And now I'm just gonna hold up Flusterstorm. Yeah. Dark Ritual. That's fine. Doomsday. I'll let this resolve. They can't have street wraiths in their deck. One of their card is Lurrus, so if the next card is a way to draw into their pile, I can counter that, and then we've just condensed the game down, and hopefully I can prevent them from winning with my stock up. Alright, now it's on. Is Lauren revealed an answer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't change it any. But I can go... No, Lauren revealed doesn't change anything. So I will grab the Force of Will because I think it's going to help. And the Mind Break Trap. Should I play the Thunder Trap? No, because I need that pedal for Lurrus. So it can be my Force Blue card. I think the Mind Break Trap should have done that, but... Another stock up. Okay, so if I go tap, 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 buy Lurrus, then I can go tap, 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 play Lurrus, then I can Black Lotus, then I can stock up. Sounds like a plan to me. Yeah, the 3 mana that's in my mana pool is the mana that I want to spend. What's actually going to help me next turn? I can't drain anything, so really is it... I think I actually just want Land Tutor. So they would have been counting on the Ancestral to draw into their pile, so their next card is probably just something like Black Lotus. Now they're going to cast their Lurrus. And they're going to get a Black Lotus. Let's see what's on top. Mana Drain. Don't need that. let's go get that brain freeze. Alright. Won it. So now we are 1-0 going into game 2 on match 3. I know I want the Pyroblast. And the Unable to Screams. Consign is pretty good at getting triggered abilities such as Thassa's Oracle. I didn't see any Wastelands. I don't need the Soul Guide. Pyroblast is okay. They're going to bring in Artifact Destruction. So that's something that I will need to take care of. They are a combo deck, so I need to continue to worry about combo things. I can bring in 4 things right now. How badly do I think Consign is good? Do I want to like 1 in over a force? Two islands down, so I don't know. Well, 12 land. I want that still. Might need that. I think a Shenanigans will help if they're bringing in. And yeah, one of those. Not all 3 consigns. Oh, I need 1 consign out. Yeah. Just 1 consign. Look at my kitty. I'll look at yours. Well, I have a Mind Break Trap. I mean, this is a hand. This is a hand for sure. So let's drop an island. Black Lotus. Are they going to consign? Yeah, homie, I played a land first. That's what that. I guess it's just a 1-for-1, right? And you want to consign. Okay. Well, that took a shit ton of cards from you at least. Now I'm scared they're gonna follow up with a Magic Wasteland that they didn't have before. Oh, well. That's what Unable to Scream is for. Okay, 4 cards to their 3 once they draw. Already play land for turn. Dark Ritual. Doomsday. Is their last card a Ponder that I'm going to Mind Break Trap? Or is it going to be a Juicy Gush? Okay, they're gone. Ah, you want to do the passy pass? Oh, whoops. Oh, that was a big whoops. Thought I was fetching a land. Okay, well, let's see if that loses me the game or not. Merchant. That's not what I want. Ouch, that was a huge blunder. Okay, that's one spell they've cast. This David Who guy really thinks that I'm not going to fight through these piles. Like, I kept playing after you resolved Doomsday. That's usually how you can tell if someone has interaction, right? I could get the Mox Sapphire and Brainstorm once. I won't need the Abrade. And this stock up isn't looking too good either. Then I can play the Soul Ring. Now I can hardcast Mind Break Trap or Mana Drain. And whichever one I don't end up hardcasting, I can use to pitch to force. Okay, they want a time walk. That's just drawing another card. So let's mana drain this one. And with that mana drain, I can cast this stock up. Okay, so I have Pitch Force, Hardcast Trap. Yeah. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right. That's a match win against Lurrus Doomsday. See you guys in match 4. Alrighty, so here we are going into match number 4. I have a 2-1 record, and I won another die roll. That's the third one this league. That's looking good. Mike Ox Little is my opponent. I'm not familiar with anything that they've been playing. This is a keeper. I'll upkeep. On their step, I'll upkeep Ancestral. Force backup. My opponent kept 7. They did not reveal themselves a kitty. Pass the turn to them. On upkeep, do the ancestral trick. Not really a trick. Sorry about the ugly islands, by the way. Okay. I don't want you to see my hand. You can have the misstep. And we'll each take 2. Well, I'll take 2 instead. You are going to grief me. Okay, if they grief me, they take probably dig through time. I think either way I'm fine. I'll still be able to dig or Lorien. I don't need to force that. If they want to reanimate it or something, they could take the force. I'm a Lurrus deck, so they probably don't want to take any of the artifacts. They'll take the Lorien. Okay, so they don't know about this one yet, so I want to save it. For okay, so I do have the 8 mana in total to dig through time. We'll see if they make me have to do it or not. Especially because I don't really want to give up my Ancestral or my Ancestral or my Black Lotus. Okay. And I will attack because I can force their Bowmaster. And I'll keep holding up the dig. Okay, they're going to Dark Ritual. Shieldred. Um, yeah, I'll just grab Underworld Breach and Demonic Tutor, I guess. Yeah, that's the only time that's going to trigger. Okay. So Mono Black Scam. That was a win almost right off the bat. In my experience, Graveyard Hate has not been effective against them. What about something like that? Soul Rend isn't good. They don't have white cards. Don't really have counter spells. I don't want to counter against. Don't want that. One Soul Guide is good. Maybe I'll do a second. I like the abrade. I don't need the force negation. I don't think I'll need the mind break trap. They do oftentimes go like land, Black Lotus, two thing. I don't think it's gonna be turned on often enough. The Pyroblasts are not good. I don't know why they're in that stack. This is it. This is the deck. Let's go. Okay. Round 2 in match 4. Showing off my kitty. Pop that sucker out. Let me see it. They're on the play again. I have an interesting hand. I'm going to try this for science. It loses to Wasteland, though. I'm going to try it for science. I can't let them see the condition of my hand. Grafdigger's Cage is okay. That is super cool. I think it'll be the next thing that I play. A Dothe Voidwalker. Okay. I don't want to cast the Soul Guide yet, I don't think. Yeah, I do, and I will have to give up my Lotus Petal. Grab my land. Wasteland proof, please. Okay, those two things ain't really going good for me right now. I'm likely just gonna get aggroed out here. Okay. Going into a game 3, I'll be on the play. Something like a lightning bolt would be good for decks like these. Bring in just one more artifact destruction. Okay. A dark ritual, huh? The Troll of Khazad-dûm. Interesting. Let's see what that turns into. Okay, so now you can see what else they got. And 6 cards in the yard. Hmm. Okay, let's see what I can get fed with the gifts. So, one. So they're either going to give me Unable to Scream or Demonic Tutor. And then they're either going to give me Unable to Scream or Chain of Vapor. I don't need that. I need Brain Freeze or Merchant. Woo! Oh, I got it. Sorry, I got a little quiet there. It was a little intense. Had to think. Whew, palms are sweaty. All right. 3-2 record going into match 4, and I did not hit record for that. Oh, I did hit record. I have been recording. Yay! I'll see you guys in match 5. Alright, here we go into the 5th and final match. For the 4th time I've won the die roll. Yeah! Okay, I get to play first. I'm up against Assy. I'm going to show them my kitty. Meow. They have a kitty as well. So I'm going to keep. I don't know if I want to hold up Fluster on turn 1 or not. I'm going to assume not. Work on developing my board. If I get turn 1, I get turn 1. If I get Wastelanded, I have Lorien. They're going to start with a Tundra. Followed by a Mox Jet. Thunder Trap, so I'm looking at PO. I will want to pop some of this out right here. Get my kitty on the screen. Meow. Okay, so they found themselves a stock up. They're going to cast a Mox Emerald. And it's cruising on over to my turn. I think I'm going to want another Volcanic. And I'll pass, holding up. I've got the Fluster. Do I want to take? Yeah, let's get this into my hand now. Stock up. So if I don't want to Fluster this. That's fine. You played a stock up, so I can get rid of that. Okay, hopefully. Let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to go for a PO. No. Oh, they're going to attack first. Let's try gifts. PO. A flame, huh? Let's see what happens if I try and Flusterstorm this. I did that in the wrong order. That's fine though. Well, I messed that up, and they definitely came out way ahead on that interaction. I'm just flailing out now. Not playing around force of negation or nothing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm over it. I messed that one up real bad. Okay, I don't need the basics. I don't need the grave hate. I don't think I need all this artifact destruction. Okay. Yeah, I think that one that destroys target artifact or land, that's probably a better card for like Dredge and Raker than PO. I'll give this a try. Okay. Really hope to recover, get this 4-1 after totally spewing off on that last game. Go ahead and just keep drawing cards. I think abrading this Mox would just be too aggro. was going to buy Lurrus, but I remembered I wanted to hold up Flusterstorm. Seems like a decent target. I know I could have got the Ancestral or whatever they were trying to get with it, but I'm okay with a 1-for-1 exchange, just catching it at the pass. Is this the real Ancestral? No. A dig through time. I'm at 6 things right now. Without a great way to get more. There's the stock up. Okay, so my opponent should know I'm holding up something because I didn't cast my Lurrus. I just want the 2 mana. Okay. I don't want the 2 mana. So they're doing the PO thing, chain and stock ups. Man, I'm like tired. I shouldn't have sequenced that way. So now I'm kind of pressured in casting this. There's the Ancestral. At least I can't PO for much. Flame of Anor. So let's get rid of their lantern on top. They're going to exile my graveyard. Am I going to be able to get my kitty back? I don't want to sack a land. Okay, get my Lurrus back on the battlefield if that's allowed. They are countering it on the way through. A little mini PO. Okay. There's a stock up. There's a soul guide. I think it's over for me, guys. Yeah, that's game. Well, I guess technically not. Oh, it is still game. Yeah, because they can pay for it. Let's see if they do. Okay. Yep, that is game. Well, I got a 3-2 for my record. So I pretty much lost to myself. I think if I was a little more familiar with this deck, I would have just done better. I enjoyed it. It doesn't have all the card advantage that like the PO deck has. I've tried like some just pure like PO Breach hybrid decks, and this did feel better, but was, you know, not quite as just having like all the cards in the world. But against that new Lurrus deck, I did enjoy having access to the Brain Freeze. Being able to bring Breach back with Lurrus is cool. There's definitely... I definitely have a lot of room to improve with this deck, I think. Um, this deck being so weak against Graveyard Hate is also a problem. But yeah, there'll be more of a more Lurrus Breach on this channel for sure. Well, thank you guys very much, and have a good day.